It is an amazing experience. An amazing experience. Amazing experience. Amazing. Sometimes the most amazing experience is the experience happening right now. And it is easily overlooked in transition from one situation or one instant to the next. This instant right now of Lobodo sitting in front of a camera, the actual experience of sitting here, where does it go? There is the artifact of this video recording and whatever I edit or do with it. But this actual instant is disappearing as fast as it occurs. The moment I snap my fingers, it's over. There, what happened? And there's lots of sayings of wisdom and poetry about this. I like the poetry of Dogen, the Japanese poet, when wood becomes ash. At what point does wood become ash? And at what point does winter become spring? According to the calendar, spring was supposed to have started March 20th or 21st. But then just when it's warming up, it suddenly feels like January again, and then it warms up again. At what point does night become day or day become night? Can you put your finger on the actual instant when it's no longer night and it is now day, when it is no longer dark and it is now light? Well, there's the arbitrary boundary, that conceptual boundary, that we measure the beginning of day with sunrise, and we have a clock, and we see by this clock, which is not something in nature, it's all constructed through concepts, through the mind, through science. That science says that sunrise marks the beginning of the day, sunset marks the end of the day and the beginning of evening. And at what point does one stop being young and begin being old? Where exactly does the earth end and the sky begin? So these are all amazing contemplations, amazing questions, easily overlooked. And what it does is it opens the mind, because the mind is like full of chatter. I watched a movie the other night, Scanners. Watched it again, David Cronenberg, Scanners. I really like that movie. It's a hoot. It's very funny. But I like the idea in there that the mind of the scanner is like an antenna picking up all the voices of all the people around. So suddenly you hear this interesting audio track of blah, 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 talk, 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 talk. And it's really overpowering, and you see the face. Your head is just so full of all this. And then suddenly, when one scanner is chatting with another scanner, do you want clarity? Do you like it when your mind is clear? Because there's ephemeral. You can inject ephemeral into the hand, and suddenly the voices stop. The mind becomes clear. And there is a funny scene towards the beginning of the movie where a man's head in a lecture hall literally does explode. So all of these contemplations and things are ways to slow down the mind, to sort of clear away some of the voices that are all the hopes and fears, the worries, the fantasies, the desires, the jealous rage, the feeling of having been insulted, the wounded vanity. Oh, it's painful. And it's so nice when suddenly one has calm and serene ways, when the mind sort of settles down. Of course, you can't make that happen. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to be wise today, And I'm not going to let my mind get thrown around by hope and fear. I'm not going to be anxious. I'm not going to be afraid. And I'm not going to crave things. When I see beautiful people, I'm not going to feel a tingling of desire. I'm not going to feel any of this. That's bullshit, basically. That's silly. The point is just to notice what's going on, how things work, to see the mind in action, to look at your mind and see how your mind works without being moralistic. Not saying, oh, bad mind. Your mind is jumping all over like a grasshopper. Bad mind. Your mind should be solid and still like a rock, like a mountain. Your mind should not jump around. That's not the point. The point is just to see it. And then you're seeing it. It's sort of like watching a movie or being in a circus. You can sort of laugh and relax and chill out a bit, saying, okay, yeah. I'm totally agitated right now. I'm ready to jump out of my skin right now. Yeah! Well, maybe I should just leave this scene, leave this party, go home, go for a walk, do whatever. Eventually, or if you have to, take your medication, take your whatever it is the doctor prescribed. Do whatever it takes, But the point is when you look closely, it's a way of reducing the pain, reducing the suffering. Because the suffering comes when you believe in all of this stuff, when you think it's real. But when you start clearing it away like a dream, it starts to dissolve. And it's like, oh, wow, it's so nice just to sit here and relax and not be tormented.